This isn't just a story about a tree. This is about the exact moment everything a young man built shattered. Years ago, lightning hit the strongest thing in their village, and it didn't burn it down. It branded it. Everyone saw a curse. He saw the thing that took everything from him. We all have that one deep wound, that one failure, that one fear that keeps us safe and keeps us small. But what if the storm that broke him was actually the fire meant to forge him? You need to see the unbelievable story of the lightning tree and how he finally learned to stop running from the thunder in his own heart. Stay with me, hit the like button now. Don't skip a second. Your transformation starts right now. His scars are about to become his greatest strength. The sky didn't just storm, it exploded. A bolt of lightning, like a white-hot wound, tore down and hit the massive scary tree in the center of their quiet village. The thunder was so loud it felt like the earth itself had screamed. When the noise stopped, the tree stood blackened and wounded, but it was still standing. It was alive but forever changed. People called it cursed. They said God had marked it for destruction. But sometimes, the thing that lightning touches, it doesn't destroy, it transforms it. They say fear is born when the light turns to fire. But what if that fire was meant to forge you? In a small hut nearby, he spent his days carving wood toys. His hands were precise, but his heart was empty. His life was silent, simple, and safe. Every morning, his eyes drifted to that huge, scary tree. It had taken something from him long ago, a loss he never spoke about. The villagers avoided it, whispering of a curse. But he knew the truth. He wasn't afraid of the tree, he was afraid of the painful memories it held. Peace built on avoiding things is not peace. It's just quiet fear dressed as comfort. One evening as light rain started, he sat carving a small bird. The thunder rumbled softly in the distance, and his hand shook. The chisel slipped and sliced deep into his palm. Blood stained the wood. His heart pounded. The cut wasn't deep, but it was a cruel reminder. Fear doesn't need a massive storm. It hides in the smallest tremble. It just waits for the sound of thunder to take back control. He stared at the blood, then at the broken carving, and whispered the question that finally broke free. Why am I still afraid? Some storms never leave the sky. They just move inside us. That night, the storm came back worse. But when morning broke, something impossible was waiting. The big scary tree still stood, but it was glowing. Its bark shimmered silver in the dawn light, as if the lightning hadn't damaged it but had painted beauty into its wounds. The villagers gathered, terrified. Some wanted to burn it down. But he stepped closer, pulled by a deeper feeling, a strange warmth coming from the bark. He put his hand on it and felt life humming beneath the burned surface. Maybe what we call cursed is just something that survived more pain than we do. What if your deepest pain is your greatest strength? One night, when the thunder was close again, he picked up his father's old chisel and walked toward the tree. Rain poured, the wind howled, but this time he did not turn back. He broke off a small, burnt branch and began to carve, slowly, carefully. Each strike of the chisel blended with the clap of thunder. His fear met his creation, and something inside him began to shift. The moment you face what scares you, it loses its power over you. Days turned into weeks. The villagers watched as he took the fallen pieces of the lightning tree and made art. From ashes, he carved faces of calm. From burnt wood, he shaped hands reaching up. But the storms kept coming. Every time the thunder returned, his heart raced. The rain would crack his new carvings, splitting the wood and ruining hours of work. He would sit there, drenched and defeated. Why does life keep breaking what I build? He wondered. And in that silence, the voice of the storm seemed to answer, not in words, but in a rhythm. The thunder rolled as if saying, because every time you rebuild, you must grow stronger. The storm doesn't visit to destroy. It visits to teach you what still needs to stand. If you've ever felt life keep breaking what you build, drop the word stronger in the comments below. And subscribe to join our community built on courage. We don't run from the storm. One evening, lightning struck so close the fields lit up. The villagers screamed and ran for cover, but he stood his ground. He stayed by the tree, carving through the heart of the storm. Each strike of the chisel was an act of courage. Each flash of lightning reflected in his eyes, not as fear, but as a controlled fire. The storm roared, yet he carved faster, steadier, and more alive. Fear doesn't vanish when you're brave. It vanishes when you stop listening to it. Then, a massive branch crashed down and shattered his best sculpture. The pieces scattered in the mud. He fell to his knees, shaking. For a moment the old fear whispered, "You'll never win." But when he he picked up a broken piece, he felt something different. The burnt parts were warm, harder, stronger than ever before. The lightning hadn't destroyed the wood. It had hardened it. Pain had not destroyed it. It had defined it. Your scars aren't proof you were broken. They are proof you survived and became stronger. When the sun rose, he collected every fragment of the shattered sculpture and began again. This time he didn't hide the cracks. He carved them into the design. From ruin, he shaped a figure, a resolute man shielding a child, standing strong beneath a storm. The villagers returned. The morning sun touched the carving and the charred wood gleamed like gold. It was no longer a reminder of fear, but a symbol of the courage that is born from pain. He learned that beauty doesn't come from what's untouched, but from what's endured. The big scary tree became a place of hope. Children played beneath its branches. Months passed. The sky turned dark again. But this time he walked outside calmly. No trembling hands. No racing heart. Just a quiet, confident smile. He touched the trunk of the big scary tree, strong, scarred, and beautiful. Lightning flashed once more across the sky, painting his face in silver light. He stood still. The secret to becoming fearless is not waiting for the storm to end, but learning to stand still when it returns.